and welcome to the Jyotishi channel. Today we are going to be talking about Diwali, which is the festival of light over darkness. Diwali is known as the festival of lights, right?
Yes.
It is also winning of the good over the evil,
Yes.
right? Or darkness. It is moving from darkness to light. In the Ramayana, the story behind this is when Lord Rama defeats Ravana
Yes.
and brings Sita Devi back home
Yes.
in Ayodhya. That is why Diwali is celebrated.
Yes.
Can you also talk about other legendary stories associated with Diwali and what is the significance of Diwali in the Sanatana Dharma?
Yes. So the oldest mention of Diwali is from Padma Puran. So it talks about lights being there in terms of this particular time frame. So the time frame is a 5-day time frame, and like what you said, it is so it signifies knowledge over ignorance, and it signifies light over darkness. So it comes in the month of Kartika. So you would notice the entire southern states are sort of lit with lamps and lights and all that in this entire month. So it signifies your journey towards a spiritual journey and a journey towards Kaivalya from that perspective. And it's a 5-day period. It starts with a Trayodashi and ends in a Dvitiya. So the first day is called Dhanteras. So Dhanteras is it's a Trayodashi. So it's a Tithi is called Trayodashi, the 13th relationship between the sun and the moon. And during Dhanteras, what happens is we are supposed to be cleaning our place. We are supposed to be cleaning our system, kind of a thing, and then giving up things. So Diwali is actually not a great Indian shopping festival. It is actually a great Indian declutter festival. So you need to give away things. You need to sort of clean. It's not a physical cleaning actually. It is actually a mental and spiritual cleaning. So you need to be thinking good. You need to be doing good. So it starts from a physical time frame kind of a thing. So you figure out the entire house is sort of cleaned. You take away all your excess belongings and then give it away. You sort of completely clean your mind in terms of dirt that is there in the system.
Right.
So that is the significance of Dhanteras. And then if possible, completely get out of e-commerce. And then I mean, there's nothing against e-commerce companies, but that is what the significance is here. So you completely get out of that, then you give away things, you connect with people. So that is the significance of Dhanteras. And two things here. One, a prayer can be made to Lord Dhanvantari. It's a very auspicious thing to do on Dhanteras. That is the 13th day, Trayodashi, and then you can also pray to Lord Kubera. So for example, Achyutananda Govinda Vishnu Narayana Mrida. So the Dhanvantari mantra is very good to chant on that particular day. And then Yakshayaya, Kuberaya, Vaishwarnaya, Dhanadhanya. So Kubera mantra is also a fantastic thing to do on Dhanteras. So the program, the 5-day elaborate program. So most of the Indian festivals have a lot of color and jazz about it, and then it starts with this particular day.
Talk about giving up, right?
Yes.
It is very easy to open your cupboard and you can identify what you haven't been using and pick
Yes.
it up and give it away.
Yes.
But that is in an external scenario,
Yes.
right? Or you look around the house and you see what you have to give away. It is
Yes.
very easy.
Yes.
But for a lot of us, giving up something internally is not very easy,
Yes.
right? Like for example, let's say I want to give up anger,
Yes.
right? Or I want to give up some negative emotion,
Yes.
right? How does one go about giving up maybe
Yes.
a negative emotion?
So negativity from that sense is like there are certain things which you can easily give up. So for example, from a physical perspective, giving up things, materials, clothes and those kind of things. Once you start developing that habit, then so for example, you have some negative tendencies for someone, some negativities for someone, your enmity for someone. So you need to decide that I will give up that one thing in this particular season. So you may choose, you may not decide to give up everything, or you may not have any fault at all. That's a different issue. So you may decide that one thing this season I need to sort of give up. So that one thing, which is the from a initiative perspective, which is the easiest, you should pick up and then move forward with that.
Okay.
That's the easiest way to
Move forward.
Start this program. So the second day is called Naraka Chaturdashi. So it is the 14th day, that is why it's called Chaturdashi. And we all know the story of Narakasura. He captured 16,000 women. According to Google Maps, it's somewhere near Assam today. And then Krishna went there and he helped these 16,000 women and then eliminated Narakasura and got them onto his thing, kind of a thing. So Naraka Chaturdashi, from that perspective, the second day it's a very auspicious thing. And any prayers to Lord Krishna on the second day is very auspicious. So you start with the health, you start with wealth, and then move on to Lord Krishna on the second day.
Okay.
So that is the significance in the second day, kind of. So the third day is called Diwali or Deepavali, the festival of Deepam, the festival of lights. And there are three major stories which are kind of related to those. One, what you clearly mentioned, that Rama's entry into Ayodhya after the victory was this particular day, and then hence it is called, this festival is celebrated. The second thing is Krishna's victory over Narakasuran. So from that perspective, this day is considered very auspicious. Third and most important thing is, on this third day of Diwali, we all pray to Goddess Lakshmi. So we finished our prayers to Krishna and then move on to Goddess Lakshmi. So it is assumed that on this particular day, the Samudra Manthan happened, and then Mahalakshmi chose Vishnu as her consort, and then she resides in the Hridaya of Lord Vishnu. So it is also believed that this is the day of a Lakshmi. So from that perspective, the day of Diwali is fantastic for any Lakshmi mantra. So for example, Ashtalakshmi Stotram, Namaste Stu Mahamaye Sri Pide. So that's a very good Lakshmi Stotram to chant on that particular day. And in this particular Diwali day, it is also believed that any offerings made to Goddess Lakshmi, so anything related to Venus, so anything related to sweets, anything related to gifting, is a very auspicious thing to do this particular third day, kind of a thing.
So this is very beautifully ingrained in our system, right? Yes. Where we see that traditionally you would have had relatives come home and distribute sweet boxes, right? Or families, or even in the office environment, what happens is you distribute sweet boxes, right? And even you send out sweets to your clients, maybe dry fruits to your clients. So this is very intertwined in our system.
Yes.
So apart from this, is there anything to increase the Lakshmi, the flow of the Lakshmi energy? Is there anything else that one can do apart from this?
Yes, so Lakshmi is basically Samudra Putri. So she's also known as Chanchala. So Samudra Putri, it is directly correlated to water. So the water component in your life or in your home, so that is where the cleaning comes from. So you are actually trying and increasing the water component in your life. And then like Chanchala, which flows across, money also does not stay in one particular location. So you are trying to kind of build an environment wherein the water element aspect is pure. So it's our duty not to contaminate water at our home, at our society, at our environment and all that. The more contamination, the lesser the money. So that is why, even in the Vastu thing, the Kubera's thing is north, and there is a smooth flow of water. If there is not smooth flow of water in the particular home, there is high probability that the money flow in that system will not be very good from that perspective. Yes.
Okay, so one has to look at that from that perspective.
Yes. So the key here is material accumulations will not necessarily lead to happiness. So we all know that. We may or may not implement, but most of us do not implement. But the key is that the more you get out of material space, or more you let things go out of your life, the better it is. So that is the key here. So that is, sort of proxy where you kind of gift people, you give away things, you exchange articles and those kind of things.
In South India, Deepavali is also known as, there is in Tamil Nadu and Kerala especially, there is also Kartika Deepavali,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So could you maybe talk a few lines about that?
So Kartika, it's the festival is in the month of Kartika, so that is why it's called Kartika, the Valakkur light or whatever it is, and we are moving to a spiritual space of Kaivalya. So the space where there is more light. So this festival, sort of earmarks the beginning of dark winter. So you have longest nights in this particular time frame from this particular time frame, and when that thing is there, our role is to kind of sort of energize the body and then move on to a spiritual flame, and it's a symbolic representation of that light there. So that is why the deepams are lit, and then it sort of symbolizes more of knowledge, more of light onto us. So the fourth day is called Bali Pratipada or the Govardhan Puja. So a lot of pujas is done for the Govardhan mountain, and which symbolizes Lord Krishna again. And it is also a day where relationships are kind of, especially husband and wife. So there is a story about Shiva and Parvati story in this particular day, and it is good for husband and wife to kind of, or spouses or people who kind of love each other, to kind of take care of each other in this particular day. It's a very auspicious day from that perspective. So the fifth day is called Bhai Dooj, where the relationships of brothers and sisters are kind of given importance. So there are also stories beyond it. Subhadra welcomes Krishna with a tilak on this particular day, and then it is also said that Yami and Yama, they're twin brother sisters, and their relationship is also kind of talked about. So the brother and sister relatives kind of a relationship is given importance in this particular day. So this is how the 5-day time span of Diwali is celebrated.
So Diwali, as Anand mentioned, is celebrated for 5 different days. And it is also a festival where we, give up our negative tendencies that are within us. That is also the darkness that is, that people talk about, right? Or that is being spoken about. When Rama won over Ravana, or Krishna killed Narkasura and freed the 16,000 people who were with Narkasura, right? So this is where we let go of our negative tendencies and move towards our positive tendencies. So that is what Deepavali is, the significance is about. And we could also, lend out a hand by, donating stuff that we don't need at our homes. And this way we will also put a smile on others' face. If you like this, do subscribe to our channel below. Thank you very much.